Known for his creative scrambles and never say die defense, Ridge is a nightmare to finish on. When opponents get to his legs, that's just the beginning of the fight. On this Technique Tuesday, we're showing you how to turn tough positions into scoring opportunities with the same unpredictable style that made Ridge a fan favorite and nearly impossible to game plan for. If you want to take your scrambling to the next level, watch closely.
All right, so defend in high C, right? There's a couple things that we want to do. The first thing I want to do is I want to transition my weight all over the leg that he's attacking, okay? Step 2, I need to block this elbow right here. Block this elbow, keep him on one leg. We don't want to give up double. If we can keep him on one leg, that's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to give him a big bump here. I'm going to scrape right here, this bony part of my wrist, across his face to the middle here. Now I can attack head, down to the mat, into my baseline position, okay? Next thing I want to do here, I want to reach deep with this hand, catch his body, big step with my free leg, and I want to get my knee close to his knee. The leg that he's holding on to, I'm going to let that go straight right here, and I want my toe facing up, my hamstring on top of his head, okay? This arm's going to stay deep on his belly. My other arm, I'm coming between his legs. I don't want to be up here on his butt. I want to be down here close to his knee. As I do this, I'm not sitting on my butt on the mat, okay? I like to sit on top of my foot so I can wrestle here. I'm athletic. I get my hands locked, and now I'm going to take him vertical. Here, straight up over his head, doing a somersault, okay? Once he comes vertical, I release with the body hand, and I'm going to catch a post. If I stay locked, we're going to get into a scramble here, and this isn't one of the scrambles I want to be in, okay? So we come back, we're here, we get him vertical, I let go, I post. I'm going to let his body go, but this hand is going to keep this leg. I let him go, and now I can trap this. I'm going to follow these legs up here, and the whole time my leg keeps his head trapped until I'm ready to find my cradle. Boom. I let a little space for my hand to come through. I get my hands locked. Now for cradle finishes, we can either come high leg here, or if he's bellying out, we can come scoop up. When I'm finishing my cradle, I like to use my forearm to get his knee onto my chest so I can put the knee outside of his body and get my fall. Okay, so he's in on high C. Give him a bump. Head comes to the middle. We sprawl. We get into our baseline position here. Attacking body. Big step. I'm going to swivel my hips. Turn here. Toe points up towards the ceiling. Everything comes tight. Taking him straight up over his head. I release, post. Let him fall through. Ride this up. And then I give him space for my hands. Over the top. Come outside. Get that knee on my chest, find my fall. Okay, one more time. He shoots in. We block this elbow, give him a bump. Head comes to the middle. Now we can sprawl down. Body to the corner. There's my lock. Up over his head. We let go. Come around. Find our cradle. All right, big scoop. Knee to our chest. Find our fall. All right, working in this body cradle position. Right? Sometimes when we get here, okay, when we start getting this guy vertical, they're going to plank out a little bit, and it's going to be tough to follow all the way through and get our cradle. Okay, so we take him up over his head. Right? From here, I'm not going to be able to get all the way across and get my cradle. So another good option is I'm going to pinch my elbow down to my ribs, and the leg that he's holding on to, I'm going to curl that hamstring back. Okay? I've ripped my foot out of his hands, and now I come up on top. When this guy starts to go to his belly, whatever side he's turning, that side leg, big step up, same side hand, catches his bottom shoulder, looking for back points. If he switches sides, here, we elevate the other leg, looking for that bottom shoulder, putting him on his back, right there. Okay? So he's in on this head inside single. We got him down, we're beating the corner. Boom. Take him up over the top, he starts planking, right? It's gonna be hard to come all the way around. Pinch this down, here, crawl between the legs. He's turning away from me. Switch knees, right here, bottom shoulder, catch him on his back. Switch sides, step up, bottom shoulder, put him on his back. Okay, one more time. He's in on the single right here. We cut corner, taking him over, boom. Not gonna be able to get to our cradle, curl our hamstring, step up the way that he's turning, look to catch shoulder. Sometimes, right, you can step up you can even start looking, collect head, look for your cradle, find finishes there. Once he starts to pick us up, okay, there's a couple things we can do. I like to try to wiggle and get my knees together, push myself back down to the mat. Okay, he gets me up, boom. I'll try to wiggle my knees, whether I can get him on top of his head, that's what I would prefer. Even if they're split, we can get them on one side, using my hands to force myself back to the mat right here, where I can get back to this baseline position. Okay, sometimes the wiggling stuff is not gonna work. So now what I wanna do is I'm gonna crawl off the back and change this position. Here, I'll start crawling off the back. Once I can get a foot down, I wanna go to the opposite side of his body of the side he has my leg. He's got my leg over here, so I'm gonna run this way. Coming down to the mat, now I can turn, start wrestling split position, coming back up, change it to shin whizzer, all that good stuff. Okay, so he gets us picked up. First thing we wanna do is try to wiggle to get our knees back down to the mat. It's not working. We're going off the back, big crawl, opposite side of the body that he has my leg, this way, right? If he loses my leg, great. If he holds on, it's gonna be ripping him backwards, and that's what we're looking for. He picks me up, boom, I try to wiggle, can't get down, off the back, big rip, right here. Now we're free in our stance, or we'll end up wrestling split position.
Thanks for watching this week's Technique Tuesday. If you want more technique, head to athletesocean.com or download the Athletes Ocean app for a full catalog of instructionals taught by our world-class instructors. Let us know in the comments what you want to learn next. Make sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Also, make sure you follow and subscribe to FloWrestling for more technique every Tuesday. See you next time.